you talk about fun at a tractor show, one of the things that will stop people in their tracks is steam power. And Calvin Niehoff from Ohio, you have a little bit of steam power right here. Tell us about your machine.
My engine is a half-scale model of a 60 horsepower case. It was built in 1967 by George Wilson in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. I purchased the engine, my dad and I purchased the engine in 1971, so it was only 4 years old when we bought it, so I've had it most of its life. We've had to do a few minor repairs on it, new flues, rehoned the cylinder, made new piston and new piston rod, and added a new governor. So she will produce 5.5 horsepower on a Prony brake. She carries 135 pounds of steam, and it weighs about 1.5 tons. So it's easy for me to transport on the back of a trailer behind my half-ton pickup, so I can pretty much go wherever I want, when I want to.
So this is a half scale of the case Model 60 that would have been built back in the teens, right?
Correct, 1914 to 1920.
So what's the fun of having a half scale version of a big steam powered unit?
Everything on this is exactly the same as a big engine, but only smaller. And for me, it doesn't intimidate the kids. So the kids are more to come up to me, and I can relate to when I was young and how much, I wanted an engine to run myself. We couldn't afford a big one. We was able to afford a little one, and it's just as much fun. I can belt into pretty much anything and run it just like a big one.
And it's a whole lot easier to haul too, isn't it?
A whole lot easier to haul. I don't have to pay somebody to haul it. Don't have to wait on somebody to haul it to a show and bring it back. I can take it with me wherever I want to go. And I travel 100-mile radius to various shows all summer long. This, for me, is number 9 show this summer that I've been to with my engine.
And what's the fun of a tractor show and all the steam? Why steam?
I don't know. Once it gets into your bloodstream, something that you enjoy. I feel like sometimes I was born 50 years too late because I just love this antique machinery. The simplicity of it and the raw power that steam will produce to run and operate this equipment. Yesterday I got to run that separator over there that's all wood. It was built in 1896. So that's kind of neat to be able to show the public and these kids what it took to build America back in the early 1900s.
Yeah, you really do get an appreciation for the ingenuity and the effort and the blood, sweat, and tears that folks put into building these machines and then doing the work with them.
Right, and they've lasted over 100 years. So it kind of proves that the guys back then knew what they were doing, and they didn't take a computer to figure it out. They did it all by slide rule and trial and error, and this is what we get to play with today.
And bringing your half-scale case to a show like this one here in Franklin County Machinery Show, pretty fun?
Oh yes, and it's not only just getting to run it, but the camaraderie I have with these guys. It's like a big family reunion. There's about 8 or 10 of us that travel together in a circuit and go to all these shows and just have a blast. Sit around a campfire at night and tell stories, or, just have big meals during the day and get to see everybody here. And it's like going to different family reunions at each show. There's other guys that doesn't come to this show that we get to see at other shows. So to me, that's what it's all about.
All right, Calvin, thanks for sharing the story of your half-scale case.
Thank you.
Calvin Niehoff of Ohio, he's all steamed up about being here at the Franklin County Antique Machinery Show. Thank you for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you can't get enough case, be sure to check out these other stories. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep more Classic Tractor Fever rolling.